Good morning, everybody. I'm Heather Brown, and this is the 734 from WCCO. Let's get started with today's weather. And you could not ask for a better day, even a better weekend ahead. Mike Augustinak tells us it's going to be sunny and 75, a little chillier than the normal this time of year, but it should be a great one. Now, let's get to this one. We know Minnesota State Fair, it's off for this year, but apparently that doesn't mean you have to miss out on the food. Some of the vendors decided to get a little creative. The Pitroff family, they're the ones who run the big slide and the food stand. They are serving fair favorites outside the VFW in Roseville. Dozens of others have set up shop in parking lots across Minnesota and Wisconsin. We do have a map there for us. It's a snack tracker map to show you where to go. You can find that on our website. But what we want to talk about today is, what food are you going to miss the most? What are you going to miss about the State Fair? Is there a snack that you're going to go hunting down knowing that you're not going to be able to find it at the end of August over in St. Paul? What do you think? Let us know. Those watching here on Facebook, leave a comment, and we'll read through those in just a moment. Today, lawmakers will start debating big changes that could change police departments statewide following the death of George Floyd. The Minnesota House and Senate will reconvene for a special session that'll start at noon. Governor Tim Walz and DFL legislators are promising that police reform will be front and center. The governor, along with members of the People of Color and Indigenous Caucus, have called for more specific action. They want the Minnesota Attorney General to be in charge of deadly force cases. They want the Post Board to have more authority over firings. They also want a statewide ban on chokeholds, and they want administrative reforms. Leaders in the Black community say that they support Minneapolis Police Chief Madera Arredondo after he cut off contract negotiations with the police union. Pastors, activists, and leaders of civic and service organizations, they stood in solidarity yesterday asking for the continued community support of the chief. They say that his thoughtful and transformative leadership is needed to guide the department in a new direction.
We are standing here to let Chief Arredondo know that he is not alone, that we want him to continue to take bold steps to clean up the trash within the Minneapolis Police Department and remove killer cops and those cops who have a history of excessive force.
The group is also asking rank and file officers within the department to vote out Minneapolis Police Federation President Bob Kroll. President Trump says he is finalizing an executive order related to the use of force, but at a roundtable in Dallas, the president did not offer a commitment to any kind of comprehensive police reform. House Democrats announced their massive police reform proposal earlier this week, and Senate Republicans are expected to unveil theirs soon. The Minnesota Board of Pardons is poised to make history today. It could grant the state's first posthumous pardon, and that would be to Max Mason. He was convicted of rape in connection with the infamous Duluth lynchings that happened 100 years ago this week. A doctor who examined their accuser never found any evidence of rape. Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison is on the Board of Pardons, and he wrote on Twitter last night, "The last weeks in Minnesota have shown us we have a need for better justice, quality of justice. A pardon for Max Mason is another long-delayed step towards it." Governor Tim Walz is also participating in today's virtual meeting, and it's going to start at 9 o'clock this morning and will be live streamed on the Department of Corrections Facebook page. The University of Minnesota is working on a plan to get students back on campus this fall. University President Joan Gable presented her ideas to the Board of Regents yesterday, and she thinks that students can come back to all 5 campuses safely. They'll have extra cleaning, of course, social distancing. The university could start and end the semester early, just in case there is a surge of COVID-19 in the fall, along with the flu season. The Board of Regents is expected to vote on the plan next month. And as stay-at-home orders lift across the country, summer travelers appear, some of them, to be ready to get out of town. We talked with a travel agent who says from what she's seen, the travel bug is biting again. She says that Florida and California are top destinations right now. Road trips also popular. She says that national parks will also be a popular destination this summer. And if you're hesitant about flying or staying at a hotel, she says travelers should feel good about all the safety measures that airlines and resorts are taking.
Hotels are just going to the extremes to make sure that people are comfortable. You know, their business, their livelihoods depend on it.
Internationally, she told us that trips to Mexico and the Caribbean are picking up again for the summer. Some cruise lines also now offer 110% refunds on future vacations, and that idea is just to lure all those travelers back. The country pop trio Lady Antebellum says it is making a change to practice anti-racism. The group is changing its name to simply Lady A. They said on social media that while the name Antebellum was inspired by Southern architecture, they acknowledge its reference to the period of history preceding the Civil War, including slavery. And some sad news this morning, Kelly Clarkson is getting a divorce. The singer has been married to Brandon Blackstock. He's a music manager. They were married for 7 years and have 2 kids together. Clarkson cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split. She requested that she not be required to pay him any spousal support. She also asked for joint custody. Back to the end to today's talker. We're going to bring in WCCO's digital guy Eric to let us know what will people be missing about the state fair. What foods are they looking forward to try and find this summer?
All sorts of foods.
Single food. I bet. Oh, give them to me all. I want to hear every single one.
Charles says Pronto Pups make the state fair worth it.
Yes, agreed.
Are you a Pronto Pup or a
Pronto Pup all the way,
Pronto Pup?
Every time.
All right.
My first food every single time I go to the fair.
Oh, I always fill up on the wild rice burger when I first get there.
Yes, also delicious.
Judy says I will miss the honey ice cream.
Oh, I haven't tried that one. Maybe I'll look for that on our little fair finder map. Okay.
Cindy and others
Judy
said the fried cheese curds, obviously. Stand by. Julie says love the dairy building.
Oh, yes.
Diana loves the mini donuts. Annette, the deep fried Snickers are her favorite.
Really? A little aggressive sometimes, those deep fried Snickers, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it.
Once every 5 years, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Cindy says the sweet corn ice cream with maple bacon sauce, also Nordic waffles.
Oh, the Nordic waffles. Oh my goodness, the lines were around the block, around the whole building for that one last year. So the cool thing about Nordic waffles is I think you're able to get them at other places
That's
now.
true. There's a map of other, Bill Hudson covered this yesterday.
Yes.
There's a map of places you can get all these
Go
foods.
check it out on our website because you'll see the map, you'll see Bill's story, you'll see how excited people were. And I was just saying, I wish they could just bring the big slide out of retirement for the summer, but we get it. We get it. Next summer, we'll all be there. That's it for now. This is the 734 from WCCO. We will be back here on Monday at 7:34. Until then, enjoy the weekend.